Welcome back, everyone. EasyGoingMC here, and we're on another episode of Easygoing Survival. Today, we're going to be doing some more work over at the base area. We started this a couple episodes ago. We worked on it for, I think, episodes 11 and 12. 11, we did mainly preparations and also put the inner circle in or outer circle in, something like that. And then in the last episode, we built a witch farm. But the episode before that, we basically constructed this whole thing besides that single ring we put in. But yeah, it is time to expand. So this, after today, I think the whole thing won't be done. Like, we still have details we're going to add. Like, we'll probably have a centerpiece thing here. And then what we add today will have more detail as well as what our storage system is going to end up being. However, like the whole base, the map on top of the surface at least is done. And it's going to be fairly big. So here's what I'm thinking, and we're going to kind of fly in the sky and take a look. So coming out from each of these spokes, we're going to go an additional 20 blocks of just the path, except this path is actually going to be slightly wider, so it's going to have 5 blocks wide of glass. And that is actually going to meet, at the end of it, after 20 blocks, a 21 wide circle on each side. So essentially we're adding like a little pad, kind of like landing pads out there. And eventually, and I haven't fully decided on this, but I've debated against, one of my main ideas is that I put some kind of rocket on each. And I actually just came up with this second idea. However, what we could do is we could have it come out from here and then have a rocket on one side, maybe a plane on the other, a helicopter, and sort of just, I might not have to be able to make those designs myself. I might have to look them up to get the detail correctly. But that should work pretty well. So I'm definitely excited with that. Also, quick update on my hardware. I got my computer dusted out, and I am finding that the fans are doing a much better job at keeping it not as hot. Like right now, the fans are going, and you might be able to kind of hear it, but due to the fact that I post-edit background noise out, you might not be able to. They're a little quieter. They're also working a lot better. The computer, as I'm feeling it, is not running nearly as hot, which means hopefully that it's smoother, which it definitely is. Because I have a MacBook's heat throttle, which means that it's been jerky because the heating's been so bad, it gets way too hot. But now we can run like decent frames, like we're on almost 40 frames right now. Usually it was like 20, 25 when I was recording. So hopefully the gameplay is a lot smoother. This already looks way smoother. Heck yes. Alright, let's put in some outlines. Anyway guys, we are back, and as you can see, we put in the outlines for each of them if we just fly around the base. This one I put the top ones by accident at first, and I realized the bottom ones are easier to place first because it builds from bottom to top, obviously. I also went ahead, I didn't clear like the entire radius out, but any trees that were like clearly obstruting the pathways I did just clear out. So yeah, we'll definitely have to do more clearing. Like, there's definitely, like, this one. Like, these are going to be obstruting at some point. But I did clear out, like, a few. I mean, we got a ton of wood. This is left over from last time, but... Oh, here it is. But we got, like, probably 10 more stacks of logs in here. So, about this, yeah, 10 more stacks. I did remember, though, I did do some stuff in between episodes, some grindy things. One of those things was getting a ton more quartz. So our base box is currently filled to the brim, or was filled to the brim before I crafted it in the slabs with quartz blocks that we traded. But while I was trading, I actually did some stuff over at the villager area that I'd like to show you. Also, I removed the head collection from our base, our starter base, in preparation to move it. So currently right now, I'm just putting all the heads in the chest, just collecting them there. Yeah, it's just sort of like we're moving out of there, hopefully pretty soon, and we'll have a new head collection. But as you can see, I've put all the farmers in, so we are done with villagers and breeding them and everything, because we have the iron farm that we're going to be using for the foreseeable future. Got all of our emerald villagers and quartz villagers, got all the Iberians, so I went ahead and yeah, I turned this thing off. So the first thing I did was I stopped them from breeding by I reconfigured these trapdoors so that could be closed like that, which basically means these guys can't get any food from the farmer. Then I also added this lever that would drop any babies into lava, and in case they were just swimming the whole time and never dropped below, I also added this lava source here to kill any adults. So hopefully, yeah, we're done with the villagers. It's already a little less laggy in this area just because all of them crammed in that position was kind of annoying. Whereas these guys, most of these guys aren't even pathfinding because they're on double carpet, so that kind of helps with lag as well. But yeah, this area is definitely shaping up to be pretty good. Still having problems with this thing, but really don't have to do anything with that anymore. So it's all good. All right, guys, I'm going to go back. I'm going to put in the rest of the pathways. So some glass, some cyan terracotta, you know the whole drill. We're going to do that, and I'll be back after that, I guess. And then we are already complete with that. The only thing I haven't added yet is the water, but the reason is if we did, it would start spilling over the sides, and it's just easier to put in the circles before we put in the water, because we don't have to worry about like putting dividers and stuff like that. Just streamlines the process, but we have everything else in, just need to put the water, sea pickles, and glass roof. But yeah, this is looking really cool. So the sun's rising, but if we take a look at this from afar, I mean, this is definitely looks bigger now with these extensions on it. I'm pretty happy with how it looks, to be honest. It definitely looks pretty sick. So I'm pretty definitely, I keep saying pretty definitely a lot, but yeah, I'm happy with this. It looks awesome. Yeah, I'm over the moon with it. The only thing is, I'm not sure. Do I want to add another ring around right here and then go out another few blocks, or just have the landing pad on the edge? Let's go to the creative test world. Let's go to the creative test. Let's look at it one more time, because I did like it when I did it yesterday. This is a copy of the world. I just duplicated it in my saves folder, and then, you know, have the did some testing in here. There we go, there we go. Where's the side? Okay, do I like this? I mean, I think it looks good. I do think that possibly you could have another ring. I don't think another ring would look bad to say. I kind of want another ring. God damn, I'm gonna build another ring, aren't I? This is gonna become a bunch. Yeah, because then you'd have this, and there'd be another smoke, and then we could go like 5 blocks out, and then have these things. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, yeah, because honestly, this episode we have to do other stuff. So we're gonna plan the storage system, but I think now it'll be a lot more building. Oops. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Build the other ring around, then I'm probably gonna take a break. I'm probably just gonna lay the stencil out, the inner and outer ring stencil. It's gonna be the same thickness to say as this ring, 3 blocks. But yeah, the reason why this section is 5 blocks is just because I wanted it to have more room for the storage system. So yeah, that's the reason. Maybe I'll make it the outer ring 5 blocks then to match. Yeah, I think that would be work good. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out the dimensions of that. I'm gonna build the stencils for those, and then yeah, probably take a break. I gotta do some studying. I have my final tomorrow for my one class. I have a final, and so I do gotta study a bit for that. So yeah, but after that, I mean, I'm done with school and for like living by myself still for another week and a half. So I have like plenty of time to pre-record. Like this episode's coming out weeks from now. So yeah, yeah, that's kind of insane. All right. I'm gonna put those 2 rings in. I'll be back. That took way longer than it should. Oh my god. I did the testing in creative. Alright, so I wasn't just like eyeballing it to begin with. So you can't call me on that. But I get into like here, I keep messing up. Like I'm counting how far I need to go out wrong. So I was like 1 far out on each side and it wasn't working. I was like, what the heck? Thought it was a circle. No. I had to move everything in by 1. And then I finally built it correctly, but then I realized it was a bottom half slab above, so it's at this level, which is wrong. So then I had to go back and rebuild the entire thing again. That was the inner ring. The outer ring was smoother because at that point it was easy to measure out where it was, because it's just you came out the 5 block pathway we're gonna have, and then it's the 6th one. So that was easy, like the measure in creative and in survival at least. But yeah, we got it in. This thing is huge. Like there's no other word to describe it. The fact that this circle, the outer circle right here, is at 115 block width. So our base is currently 115 blocks out, or wide. Then we're going to add a 3 block pathway, wide pathway that's like 5 blocks long. Okay, let's just do 5 for simplicity's sake out. So that's another 10 blocks. That's 125. And then we're going to add a 31 wide circle on each side. So that's another 60 blocks. So then that means that's about 175 block. Our base is 200 blocks wide. I don't even think I could see across that with my current render distance potentially. That's insane. Oh man, we're gonna need a lot of glass, aren't we? Anyhow, speaking of glass, that's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna try to fill in this entire circle of glass before we get back. I'm probably gonna need more. I think I'm not sure. It might work out. How much glass do I have? Okay, I still have a whole shulker box full, so I'm definitely doing okay on glass. I should be able to fill it. Hopefully, we shall see. Each of these circles is like 400, which if I grab my calculator, might be able to hear this. That's about 6 stacks per circle, so yeah, we should have enough. We'll probably go through most of it though, so we'll have to get more before we do like the landing pad things. So yeah, I'm gonna put that glass in after I do my studying. This took way longer than I planned. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and I'll be back once I have some glass put in place. Welcome back, guys. We're back a day later. I sort of felt like I was starting a new episode there. I guess it kind of is a new episode for me right now because I just finished my last final. I'm done with this year in college. So yeah, it means I have more time to play Minecraft, at least especially for the next week. I will have a research job this summer, but I think that's going to be more of a job. So like, I work during the day, but I don't have homework I need to do for an extra 4 hours every single night like that is sometimes when you're actually taking classes. So hopefully this summer I'll be able to release videos continuing at this decent schedule. I'm just going to take it one video at a time and just make what I want to make and hopefully live up to my promises to you guys. Anyhow, I've done some major work following my final. As you can see, I filled in the glass. This took about a shulker box full of glass, so just to put it on scale, yeah, I can't even render it in right now. I've also gone ahead and outlined the pathways, and I also went ahead and just outlined one of the landing pads on the 4-axis directions. So if we look, this is really difficult. I go up. As we can see, yeah, basically that's going to be on every single direction. That's definitely pretty large. Yeah, and this looks like this is a 31 wide circle, but the base is just so big. It's like it looks so small compared to like this. This is huge. Oh my god. It's gonna look even better once we have like everything else in, because right now it's looking a little thin. But once we have this cyan terracotta in everywhere, the water, you know how it's gonna go. Anyhow, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the other 3 circles on each side, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill that with glass, and then we can come back, and yeah, we can check up on maybe doing some cyan terracotta after that. And yeah, maybe I'll try doing a replay after the circles. We'll see. We'll see. I've been getting a lot of trouble with that mod lately, so it's sort of been a little more difficult than I would like. Anyhow, alright, I'm going to get working. I'm going to stop chatting. Let's get some real progress done. The best part about building the base has been that, in this 31 wide circle, there's 4 jungle trees. One of them's a small one that I have to chop down. Yeah, it's a lot of jungle trees, especially considering this is a 31 block circle and that one's a 115 block circle. Yeah, alright, well, I guess we can get some more wood then. As the sun sets on another 10 minutes of building circles, I've decided to put a 19 by 19 just hollow area in the middle. This will likely be eventually filled. I'm just not sure about what just yet. So this is where the structures I'm going to build, which actually brings me to another point. I've only done this on this circle so far. But this is where we're going to have the landing pad, and it's going to be built, it's not going to just be on glass. We're going to build it up maybe with like iron or something like that. Something a little more sturdy looking than the glass structures we have. And then we'll also have supports coming from the bottom for these areas. Ooh, ocelot. I already got ahead, but never have too many. Just killing these guys. Probably should. Really? Okay, there we go. Got it. I did get an ocelot head, which is nice. Anyhow, back to this. This is where we're going to be building like the rockets or planes and stuff, which leads me to a point. I did mention this in my Discord, and you will have to join the Discord to participate. However, if you would like to contribute a design for one of these, I'm going to be taking submissions from users. I mean, it's on insurance. Like, if you build up, if I get like 2 pretty bad, I'm not going to try to be mean, but like 2 subpar submissions, I might like just build my own, maybe try to incorporate them a little bit somewhere else. But if you're a good builder, you're good at building stuff like this, or you just want to give it your best shot, give me a structure. I'm looking for rockets, helicopters, planes, any other kind of futuristic aerial vehicle that doesn't even exist yet that you want to build in Minecraft. Yeah, just let me know. Feel free to join the Discord. That's where the contests will happen. You can put it in the images chat. I did put an announcement there with more information never hesitate to ask either if you need more guidance than that. But yeah, join the Discord if you want to participate in that little contest. It'd be really awesome to incorporate some user builds in here. The Discord server is also just a really great place where we have some nice chats sometimes, and get you guys help on any farms you might need help with, stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to keep building this. I'm just going to go ahead, put the other 3 circles in, and then fill the perimeter of them with glass, and then we'll hop back, and we're ready to place some stained terracotta. And now I'm in the sky, and I need to go down. Alright. I'm getting that lag again. Gotta keep my computer a little cooler. And just like that, after smelting the rest of my sand, I luckily had about a shulker box full left. We were able to fill everything in with some glass left over. We do got to keep in mind all of the glass we've placed in today's episode. So all of this entire ring, all 4 of these rings, we got to double because, yeah, that's what goes on top as well. But at least we finished this section for now. But yeah, if we fly around, this thing's massive. I have to turn my render distance is pretty low right now, but woo! This thing looks cool. I'm glad we put this outer ring in. It really makes the base look a lot bigger, honestly. Wow, wow, wow. If you just came up on this thing, man, this looks awesome. Also, I do know that it does look a little flat. This will be helped once we add, obviously, the cyan terracotta throughout. And also, it's not all going to be supported by this thing anymore. I think if we wanted it, I would have had to scale it up, which maybe looking back I would have, but at this point I can't redo the progress, so it's kind of stuck the way it is. But what we will have is in the 4 rings underneath the landing pads, we'll have kind of, if you've ever seen, I think it's called the Needle. I've never been there. I've seen pictures in Seattle, I believe. Kind of like that, where it's kind of fat at the bottom, and then kind of gets skinny throughout, and then gets more thicker at the top. We'll have 4 of those pillars on each of the circles surrounding our base, so that should look pretty good. Other than that, guys, I guess the next step is to just continue working. I'm sorry it's so repetitive, but it's just such a huge project. It's just massive. It's just I gotta, yeah, all right. Yeah, I gotta record a clip. Yeah, we got the cyan terracotta, and it involved placing a shulker box worth or 2 of terracotta. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of effort. So yeah, I'm gonna place that terracotta in. And yeah, I guess I'll be back after that. I need to stop moving around so much. All right. And I'll be back after that, guys. Slowly but surely, we're making our way through this project. Honestly, if I'm being realistic with you guys, this is probably one of the biggest single builds I've ever done in Minecraft Survival. Honestly, EasyGoing Survival Season 1 was a good learning experience for me where I did a lot of farms. But, a big project for me then would have been the village area. And I would have said that the project in the village area thus far isn't that. I mean, it was a big project, but this, I've just never done it. I've never built something this big in survival before, and I'm glad to be doing this. This is honestly one of the first big bases I've ever built like this that looks good on an exterior. It's all one EasyGoing survival. I was building rooms basically, and never looking back. Maybe we'll do a world tour in a few months when it's been a while. We'll do one of EasyGoing Survival Season 1, but it's just not the same. You know what I mean? So I do think that, yeah, I'm just so proud of this build so far. It's just so big, so time-consuming. I can't wait to get these pillars in. Just picturing that in my head also makes it look way, way better, too. But yeah, for right now, I'm so happy with this. Anyhow, I've put in the terracotta. Next step is we got to flood the entire thing, which at least I don't have to grind. Basically, this is all the terracotta I have left to my name at this point. I went through a couple shulker boxes to fill this all in. So yeah, I guess you can take a look at the stats, but I gotta fill that with water, and then I'll put sea pickles in as well. Might have to farm some more of those, but we'll see. But if we take a look, times crafted. I've already placed 5,000 terracotta. I don't even know how, but I've crafted 12,000 white stained glass, which that 1,700 of it was turned into glass panes. I don't even know where all that went. A lot of it was definitely at this base. Of course, I closed out. And then general items. Times crafted. What about quartz slabs? That's another big one, probably. Ooh, 25,000 of them I've used. So, yeah. Alright, makes sense. Okay, I'm going to finish filling this with water. Sea pickles, of course, too. and I'll be back after that. You would think that placing the water in is probably one of the easier tasks of this, and it is from our perspective, like I don't have to gather these resources and whatnot. However, just the fact, it's just like, gotta make sure I aim. Yeah, see, I missed there. I gotta aim. Oh, I used all 9 buckets. Gotta go back to another infinite source, fill it up, and then I gotta go all and keep going. Oh, missed again. It's just like, oh my gosh. And on top of that, my computer is lagging from all the updates of the water, like consistently. So, yeah, it's all good. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, yeah, I'll keep working on this. Yeah, I guess I probably should run around the whole thing, make sure I didn't miss a spot. I forgot to do that. I just realized I've missed some spots, so dang it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. Hopefully by the next time I make a clip, I actually have the whole water filled in. Right now we're halfway done. Just gotta fill in the top layer. And then finally, we can be done placing water. Oh man, this is taking longer and longer than I thought. I'm rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I just rewatched it. I just had rewatched it, but now it's on Netflix now, so I'm rewatching it for a third time. Just because it was added to Netflix. Yeah, I've put in all the water. That was probably the worst part. But we're nowhere near done. So we still gotta put in the slab trim, which won't be too bad. I mean, this is less work than the terracotta was. However, then we gotta go mine. Probably, I'd say 3 shulker boxes of sand. That's roughly how much glass it's gonna take. So yeah, we got a lot more work. So I'm gonna do this, and I'll catch you guys in the desert to mine some more sand. And then after we put that glass down, we're done. So we are on the second to last step right now, which is definitely something to say that this build is almost complete. Well, almost complete after this episode. We still had to do landing pads, but that shouldn't be too much work. Just gotta get the designs for those vehicles first. Anyhow, I'm gonna keep putting these slabs in. Hopefully this is enough. It might not be, so I'll put in what we have, and then we'll have to maybe go do some more trading to get some more quartz, as well as some more sand mining to get some more sand that we can smelt into glass. But the only thing I can do is just to keep on placing some slabs. By far, I have never put this much effort into an episode of Easygoing Survival. This is by far probably one of the biggest projects I've ever undertaken in a survival world, and I'm trying to compress it down to like the 2 episodes, with this episode definitely being more work. I mean, I kind of have the building style down, so I don't have to worry about that, but the amount of blocks placed, oh my god. Like, the outer ring was like 15 stacks of slabs on each side. Like, it's just so many resources. Anyhow, as I'm recording this is actually just after that first live stream I did a couple weeks ago. So in that we gathered more sand, and we did some other stuff over at the villager area, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Check out the live stream. It's backdated at this point because I record so much in advance. But yeah, we did some work over there. We'll see that in an episode coming up shortly. Anyhow, I spelt it up, so we have this much, which is about a shulker box worth, as well as this much more. So we have like just under 2 shulker boxes of glass. I'm really hoping that that is enough. So I'm basically just going to try to go around the whole perimeter here and just placing glass, I guess. You know what I mean? Definitely is a lot because we have these outer rings too we got to fill in, but I'll probably focus on these little straight parts in the outer ring, then go out and do that. So I'm just going to crank that out, and then that's probably going to round off the episode. I need to finish this one up so I can start moving on. This one's taken forever, to be honest. A quick little noob mistake I made, though, is last night, went to go AFK the iron farm, get some more iron to trade, and I paused my game when I got off my computer for the night, so it didn't run at all the entire night. I got, the stack of iron that came from me just sitting there, getting set up to AFK. So that was a huge noob mistake that I thought was pretty funny that I'd share with you guys. But, regardless, I'm going to keep placing glass. Let's get this done. Let's finish off this base. Well, not completely, but let's finish off this part of the base, and yeah, let's just crank through. Oh man, guys, I gotta turn my render distance up for this, but I just took a look at this thing. It's so huge, but it looks so cool. Did I miss? Just wasn't rendering in. Alright, we gotta go up. Oh, look at this. This looks so cool. This is huge. That's a 31 block ring. That's how wide this is. And then it just looks so small compared to the rest. You know, we're gonna take a look at this with a camera. Woo! Look at that. That looks stellar. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Yeah, it looks great. Definitely a little flat. I think looking back, I would have probably raised up this outer ring a little bit. But I think what will definitely help improve the flatness of this build is once we have pillars here. So we'll have a pillar come up like to the middle of this on each side. As I sort of talked about earlier in the episode, I think that'll definitely help and give it more structure. But as of now, like, this just looks so good. Like, it's just the right thickness where it looks thin, but it's also like thick. Like, it's just like it's up here. Yeah, I don't know. It looks awesome. I'm really glad I added this outer ring. Otherwise, I mean, these rings would be more in, but it would look kind of like a fidget spinner or something like that, which would look pretty weird. But this definitely, yeah, this looks pretty beefy. But yeah, definitely it'll look better. We'll actually have, well, I mean, we'll have chests on these sections on all four sides, and then obviously the pillars, and then some of the trees we'll remove, such as like this one right here and this one right here. So we'll definitely do some more work. It's definitely not done, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Looks great. It took so much effort. While we're in spectator, before I go down, we can actually take a look at some of this. So times crafted. So I've placed 15,000 stained glass. I mean, obviously some of that was from different projects, but probably like 10,000 of it was into this project. Slabs, I've used 7,000 almost in this project, probably like 6,000 in this project alone. Even sea pickles, I'm kind of curious. Though I have farmed sea pickles, so that won't be too accurate. And what's the other? Cyan terracotta. I used 5,000 cyan terracotta in this build alone, and that is truly because, I mean, I hadn't. Ooh, good thing I have feather falling. I haven't used this anywhere else yet, so that's kind of puts in perspective. That's a lot of blocks to be placed. I mean, I probably placed, that's 5,000, and I placed another 5,000 slabs, so that's 10,000, and then I probably placed around that in glass because I use a lot more glass than that, so that's probably another 10,000. That's probably like 20,000 blocks in this base, maybe a little bit more because also this. I'd say like probably 25,000 blocks, plus then we filled all of it with water. That's a lot. That is a lot of blocks. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let's actually sleep. Take a look at it during the day, also from a different angle down below. But yeah, it's going to look awesome. Obviously, the base is nowhere near done. This is just the beginning, as weird as it may seem. This will be the hardest part to build, though. This is definitely the most designing. The rest of it will be not as big as this, at least any immediate plans. We will have an underground area that might turn into something big, but for now, I'm lagging right now, too. I need to restart my computer, I think. Yeah, this just looks huge, though. Just like in the middle of the jungle is this like massive hulking structure. It looks so cool. You come into the clearing. Eventually, this will be a garden. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, I'm hyped. I'm going to stop tooting my own horn, though. Also, my computer's lagging hard. I need to restart this guy. Anyways, guys, let's turn the render down. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Easygoing Survival. A ton of work went into this. This took, I don't even want to know how many man hours, just literally placing blocks, plus all of the hours I spent in between mining sand, smelting it, getting more terracotta, trading with villagers to get more quartz. So it would really mean a lot if you dropped a like on this video and subscribed if you're new to the channel. And if you like builds like this and you know friends who also like builds like this is just showing you this is the scale we're going in this series. Like, it's going to be big. Share with your friends, please. I try not to ask about this too much, but please, it would mean a lot if you guys supported this video because this just took so long. I'm so proud of it. And yeah, also let me know if you have any feedback about anything. I mean, at this point, it's going to be hard to change anything because, I mean, I'd have to break 5,000 blocks at a minimum and then replace them. So you know how it goes. But I can't do some minor modifications. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an easygoing day, and I'll catch you all later. Oh yeah, and don't forget to join the Discord server. It's getting pretty nice over there. Get some nice conversation going about this episode. Alright guys, bye-bye.